What's up, y'all? We back at it, man. I want to talk about Mr. Crip Mac. Crip Mac. The reason why I want to talk about Crip Mac real quick is because even though I'm happy that he's staying busy, he's able to give back and do what he needs to do in the communities and not have to necessarily be worried about gangbang activity or running into an op, even though it's still very possible any given day that he can run into an enemy. But I have some concerns because, for one, I get it. He has his channel with China Mac. They collaborate on that channel. Plus, he has his own personal channel. And I see he spends a whole lot of time with China Mac now. And it's almost so much to where it's like China Mac is looking like Crip Mac's handler. It's like, it's almost like Crip Mac needs China Mac around him in order to keep him cool and mentally stable and emotionally under control. It just looks that way now. I've seen quite a few videos where they pop up at food spots. I saw them at the LA Zoo, the Dodger game, and it seems like there's always some kind of an incident now. And at that Dodger game, I saw how China Mac was kind of really, really irritating Crip Mac. And he kept touching him, putting his hands around on his shoulder or keeping his hands on him. And I remember China Mac one time, at one moment, he was like, "Stop touching me, cuz. Stop touching me, cuz. Get your hands off me, cuz." Like, he was getting irritated when he was trying to say it quietly to not make a scene, but he was really trying to tell. And it was not registering to China Mac. It was just, he was so drunk. He was getting intoxicated at that Dodger game. And, Crip Mac was occupied taking a lot of pictures with his fans. And the whole time that, the whole time that Crip Mac is taking all these pictures and trying to eat his food at the same time, China Mac is eating his food and just chugging beer after beer after beer. And next thing you know, he's getting loud and obnoxious and and you could tell Crip Mac was getting irritated, but he dealt with it the best way he could. But I'm concerned that China Mac is going to be too latched on to Crip Mac, and it eventually put him in a situation that he didn't want to be in with China Mac. So that's been concerning me. Also, recently, I saw that video where it was Crip Mac, a young man from Chicago. He a BD. BD, he kept saying that a lot. And the podcaster, the content creator, the white dude that was who a lot of people call the culture vulture. I'm just gonna call him the culture vulture because he is a culture vulture, really. He's Vlad TV 2.0. I'll say that much. But I saw that on that particular episode where Crip Mac joined the young man from Chicago and the culture vulture. I saw how, you could tell that the culture vulture and the Chicago artist, or I don't know what he is, if he's a rapper, he's just a young goon from BD or what, but they got in a disagreement. The young Chicago brother got into it with the culture vulture, and the culture vulture just, instead of trying to keep it light, he was antagonizing him more, and he was, I guess, because he had Crip Mac on set with him and maybe his other security, he felt like he can keep antagonizing the young Chicago man and act like he really about that life on his own, which by himself, we know this culture vulture dude is not even equipped. I don't care how many extra tattoos he adds to himself, and I don't care how much his channel and platform blows up or how much money he gets in his pocket, or however many pornos he has his wife shoot for him. That does not make him any more tougher, and it don't make him more of a man. But I didn't like how Crip Mac was so quick to jump up and try to fight the young Chicago man, the young Chicago brother, for the culture vulture. So Crip Mac was willing to defend the culture vulture because the young brother from Chicago felt like the culture vulture was being disrespectful to him, talking crazy to him. Why couldn't it just be between him and the culture vulture? Why do you need Crip Mac? I don't understand why Crip Mac felt the need to stand up for the culture vulture. Because what? Because he's been on a guest on his show a number of times. He's his own man. Every man should be able to man up to their own problems. It was just between them two. If he had a problem with the culture vulture, let him handle the culture vulture. But don't you stand up, because now you look like a coon. Now you look like an Uncle Tom. Now you look like Uncle Ruckus. You look like somebody that's trying to protect their massa. You know, he looked like a real slave Negro right there. Just try it. So you're really willing to fight this dude when you see the culture vulture, your culture vulture homeboy, is clearly disrespecting him. Just like all ego, arrogance, and just full of himself. And he treated the young Chicago brother like he was food. And he took advantage of doing it more because he had Crip Mac there with him. That's not cool. I'm not feeling that. I wasn't feeling that from Crip Mac. I voiced my concerns for Crip Mac. I even made a video trying to get people to look out for him when he had that one young girlfriend or whatever that chick was. And I was thinking she probably would line him up. But at the same time, right is right and wrong is wrong. What Crip Mac was doing right there, he should have stayed in this place and stayed in this lane. Don't be trying to fight another brother to protect a culture vulture who's disrespecting your fellow brother. Somebody got to talk to Crip Mac. That wasn't cool. Be your own man.